Welcome back to Central Valley Talk. I am your host, Mike Briggs. The show is Artists and Authors, and we're going to have shows all day long today, so stick around. In a few minutes, our business show will start, and we're going to talk to a few different local businesses, and later on, we'll have a real estate show and home improvement show, all kinds of fun programming, all local, all live, and usually it's all from our studios here in the Tower District. But because of the pandemic, people don't want to come down here. So we're learning how to do remote interviews. And our first guest, Michael Camacho, the artist, is remote. Where are you? Are you in Fresno, Michael?
Yes, in Clovis, California. Yeah, I'm working for my home studio out here. I'm a full-time freelance and character designer. So
Now you are or you did work for Cartoon Network?
no, I'm currently working for them right now. Yeah,
Oh,
with the pandemic, I've been given the like great opportunity now that we could work from wherever.
yeah.
And so being from Fresno, being a native of Fresno, I went to Fresno City College, Fresno State. I kind of wanted to come back out here, so moved my family back because I want to start getting more involved out here with the art scene and
Yeah. Well, it's a great place to raise the kids and probably a lot cheaper than some of those big cities that
oh yeah.
you know. Now, tell us about Cartoon Network. That's fascinating. I have not watched it for about 10 years. So, or do you work on specific programming?
Yeah. So I'm the lead character designer on a show called Summer Camp Island. So it's a show about like a show about kids that go on an island for summer camp, and there's like witches run the summer camp and there's magic everywhere.
Nice.
So working on there, and I've also worked on a Netflix show, Kid Cosmic, that just came out, doing like prop and background painting, and then also work on the Adventure Time, Distant Lands that is airing on HBO Max as well. So I've been doing a lot of stuff right now,
Now, in the
and then
old
also I do like some freelance stuff for portraits and stuff on the side for like people that contact me and all that. So I do a little bit of everything.
Now, in the old days, they used to do cartoons. When I was a kid, we always studied how they did it, one frame at a time, drawing and painting. But now it's a lot of digital. Tell us about the digital and how that all works.
Yeah, it's kind of the same. So everything is just done instead of drawing on paper, we're drawing on the screen.
Okay.
And then it's like an assembly line. So we have the staff that I overlook is the character and props. Then you have the people that do the backgrounds.
Hmm.
There's a supervisor for background painting. So it's all broken up into an assembly line. And then after all that's ready, it gets animated overseas. So a
Overseas,
lot
yeah.
of the animating is done like some of it is done here, but most of it's done like in other countries.
Yeah. Now we're seeing a whole bunch of your stuff up there, the Angry Hedgehogs and Summer Camp Island, and saw something about vampires too. That was pretty cool. So,
Oh yeah.
and these are all
Yeah,
your
yeah.
creations. Um,
Mhm.
so how are you going to get involved locally? What do you see yourself doing locally?
So a little bit about myself, like, so when I got into college, I kind of like started a little bit later because I didn't really, I had grown up without any parents. So the pathway to how I got here, it took a little longer, and I had to like find the stuff because I started in 2008 going to college when I was 21.
Hmm.
So I had the online stuff wasn't really prominent as it is now. So I kind of had to like make my own avenue. So now like seeing everything that I've been through and how I've got to where I'm at now, now being 7 years in animation, I kind of want to come back to Fresno and like teach it to people to show them like kind of like what drove me out of Fresno was like, oh, like when you're a kid, you're like, oh, I want to go to the big city. But then like now I want to come back and find kids that were like me that didn't have those opportunities that can probably see it for themselves and I could show them. And then I want to teach like I'm possibly going to want to open up a drawing academy to teach kids the proper way to draw for animation because
Yeah.
it takes a
Yeah.
specific mindset. Because it's like when you're drawing for animation, you gotta like disattach yourself from your art, so it's not so precious to you. You gotta just continuously drawing because you'll draw something, it'll take you hours, and it's gone like that
Yep.
on
Yeah.
the screen.
Now, you went to City College, you went to Fresno State,
Mhm.
as did I, and this is great that you're coming back and say, look at, I went to these schools and look at the successes I've reached, and I think that's a great for the young people of Fresno to see. And it'd
Yeah.
be great if they could take like we got to get you teaching at city or state. That would be cool.
Oh yeah, yeah. That's what eventually once like work starts slowing down a little because I'm right now I'm swamped. I want to start reaching out and stuff like that because there's a lot of specific things that were taught in animation that I feel could really be helpful to the art community. Just like being able to do like it's like a team collaborative thing where everybody's in it for one product, and it's not just like because a lot of artists are like attached to that one thing that they do, and they don't want to compromise, and then a lot of it is just compromising, continuously being just a forever student
Yeah.
and continuously growing.
Well, one thing I notice about every show on TV is it eventually ends. So you just would slide right into the next show or something.
Yeah, it's like each show is like its own business. So when the show ends, you're basically a free agent. You got to go out and apply. If you made contacts, people move on to other shows.
Yeah.
They contact you. So it's kind of I tell a lot of I go to the art what is it, the career days out here at WAMS and the Sanger schools because I went to the Sanger schools too.
Yeah.
And I tell the kids there that your portfolio is going to get you into your first job, but who you are as a person will keep you employed. So making those contacts and being a hard worker, showing up on time, staying late, always being available for extra work, like that's going to keep you employed more so than, oh, this is an amazing artist with an amazing portfolio.
Now I can sit here. We're putting different things of yours on the screen. I can sit and look at it all day. It's just fascinating. Thinking this
Oh,
guy
thank
drew
you.
every single one of these. So
Yeah, yeah. A lot of them are they're a mixture of like because I've done a little like some of them are background paintings, background design, character design,
yeah.
and there's one of them in there. You can see there we did the backgrounds in pencil. So sometimes they'll still do the traditional stuff, and then they put it into the computer and paint over it.
Paint over
So
it.
it's
Yeah.
real fascinating.
Well, can you tell me specifically what kind of equipment you're using?
Oh yeah. So I have a Cintiq right here. I don't know if you can see it. It's just a big. Let me see. It's just a big computer
Uh huh.
screen, and then I connect it to my laptop,
Okay.
and then I bring Photoshop onto the screen down here, and then I draw
All right. Is
direct.
it Apple? Is it a PC?
You could use whatever. I use an Apple, but you could use a PC. It's just as long as you could download Photoshop,
Yeah.
you could do whatever you need with it.
Well, I tell you, I have Photoshop and I use it every day, but I can't do anything like that. So
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. It's like if you've drawn traditionally, it's just like if you use a brush or a pencil or marker.
yeah.
It's just a different medium. There's nothing different about drawing on it.
Now
Yeah.
we see your digital mediums. We got all these
Mhm.
great examples. Are you gonna try, or do you do other mediums?
Yeah, there's one in there you'll see it's the brown paper. Those were done with a medium called gouache. So those were like little 2x2 paintings I did for a story of Don Quixote.
Ah,
So that was the beauty of doing gouache because I did these like little small just like color swatches
mm-hmm.
like for little story moments, and then I uploaded it, I scanned it into Photoshop and I painted over it digitally. So you could go back and forth, which
Yeah.
which is
Nice.
which is really great. Yeah, and then I've been using a lot of markers and doing like marker portraits lately too. It's like practicing.
Fun. That's why. Yeah, we have a couple artists that come in here and just use markers. That's their whole
Oh
medium. It's
yeah.
very cool stuff.
Uh,
Now, if somebody wants to find out more about you or your art, where can they go?
I'm mostly on Instagram, so it's at Mike CMCHO, and then if you just go there, message me, and then, like a lot of people message me on there for like advice or
Okay.
freelance. Like they want some people want portraits in the style of our show
Nah.
of them and their girlfriend or boyfriend. So
Oh, nice.
those have been fun to
You
do.
put them
Yeah.
right into it, look like they're in the show or something.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. So I make them like our show's all animal characters, so I make them look like animals.
Now we
Yeah.
have a website, Michael Camacho Art. What would we find there?
Oh yes, on there you'll see my portfolio. You also see a link to the Instagram.
I think
And
we
you'll
actually
see
have the
it on,
website up right now.
yes,
It says Michael
you'll
Camacho
see
Portfolio.
yes, yeah. So you'll see right now I just have character designs on there, but I need to upload some more stuff. But if you click on the Instagram, you'll see a lot more of like sketches that I do and just fun little drawings.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's like if you just go there, it'll be like that's where you can find me.
Nice. Well, I'm glad you came on the show. We want to get you in the studio one time when this whole pandemic thing is over. But for a
Oh
guy to
yeah.
go to City College like me, go to State, and then go to Cartoon Network, have this great success, you're an
Hmm.
inspiration. And local artists, you can do it too. But go check out Michael Camacho's website and Instagram and stuff. You'll see a lot more of his work. But most of all, watch on Cartoon Network. What was the name of the show?
Summer Camp Island.
Summer Camp Island. Very good. Very good. I'm going to go to Netflix right now. What was that Netflix show?
It's called Kid Cosmic,
Kid
and then
Cosmic, right?
the show that I'm on, it's Cartoon Network, but it airs on HBO Max.
Oh, HBO Max. Okay. I have that.
Mhm.
So I'll do both.
Okay, great.
Anything
Mhm.
else before we're out of time? I could talk to you for hours. So anything
Yeah,
else you
yeah,
want
I
our
know.
viewers to know?
No, no, yeah, that's it. I mean, if you want to contact me, if you have any like inquiries for like portraits or anything, or you want Summer Camp Island drawings or
Yeah,
Adventure Time, yeah, just let me know. Contact me, and I'll be. Or if you want to learn know how to get into animation, I'll be more than willing to help.
that's great. What a great guy you are to offer to help people like that. Um,
Mhm.
Michael Camacho is our guest. Go to michaelcamachoart.com and find out more about him. He's from here. He's one of us, but he went off to the big times, but he's back and to inspire artists to follow in his footsteps. We'll be back with more Central Valley Talk right after this.